My family's trip to the American Museum of Natural History was fascinating, but also disturbing. The enormous prehistoric dinosaur bones looming over my head proved that monsters once roamed the earth. Instead of going to the movie theater, we went home to watch the $1 Million Movie television show. As I tried to relax, horror films filled the darkness of the living room. The movies featured a variety of huge, vicious beasts. I shook as I realized that the giant creatures from the museum had followed me home. I was sure that later that night I'd have unsettling dreams about my top 5 horror movie animals of the 1950s. Number 5, 20 Million Miles to Earth. Directed by Nathan Juron and starring William Hopper, Joan Taylor, John Zarembra, and Thomas Brown Henry. In the Sicilian Sea, local fishermen watch a spacecraft crash in nearby waters. The fishermen rescued 2 crew members from the craft. One crewman died from a Venusian disease, and the other is unaware that a single container from the spaceship has made its way to the beach. Within the container is an alien life form. Once it breathes the Earth's air, it begins to grow in size and viciousness. Number 4, Gojira, also known as Godzilla. Directed by Hishiro Honda and starring Momoko Kochi, Akira Takarada, Akihoko Hirata, and Takashi Shimura. Gojira is not to be confused with the 1956 remake Godzilla King of the Monsters, directed by Terry O. Morse, which starred Raymond Burr in addition to the previously mentioned cast. The producer reframed the original with Burr as the lead to make it more palatable to an American audience. The original 1954 movie, Gojira, begins with boats off the coast of Japan that mysteriously catch fire and sink. What started as superstition turns to sightings of a dinosaur-like monster, and scientists conclude that nearby hydrogen bomb testing has awakened an ancient sea creature. As Gojira begins his rampage, he seems frighteningly unstoppable. Number 3, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Directed by Eugene Laurie and starred Paul Hubschmid, Paula Raymond, Kenneth Tobey, and Cecil Calloway. Far north of the Arctic Circle, the military had been running atomic bomb experiments. One of the scientists sees what appears to be a colossal dinosaur, but he has difficulty finding anyone who would believe him. Soon, a giant carnivorous creature moved north, destroying everything in its path. By the time the scientist finally gets others to know he's truthful, the monster heads towards New York City, and the thing is hungry. Number 2, Rodan. Directed by Ishiro Honda and starring Akihiko Hirata, Yomi Hirakawa, Kenji Sahara, and Yosuko Nakada. In a small mining village in Japan, miners are suddenly dying. Tunneling too far down has awakened dangerous prehistoric creatures. Soon, giant insects attack those outside of the mines. An engineer witnesses the birth of a dinosaur called a pteranodon. With this extensive wingspan, this giant flying lizard can move us at supersonic speed, producing destructive sonic waves and windstorms. The only thing more violent than the power of a Rodan is the power of 2 Rodans. Number 1, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Directed by Jack Arnold and starred Julie Adams, Richard Denning, Richard Carlson, Antonio Moreno, Nestor Pieba, and Whit Bissell. During an expedition in the Amazon, a geologist discovers a fossilized hand of a prehistoric gillman, but he is unaware that a living member of the same species is close by. Not happy with others encroaching on his lagoon, the enraged creature begins his murderous attacks. When additional scientists arrive at the lagoon, instead of attacking, the creature is fascinated with the female crew member. The gillman carefully watches her from afar with constant curiosity, and he waits. When all appears quiet on the boat, the creature finally approaches his female prey.
That's good. Now you're getting it. Just slip the bar to the ring.
Well, that's my list. Thanks for the watch. Let me know your favorite movies from the 1950s in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and explore my many other endless perceptions.